Hi guys, welcome back to Delusional Diaries podcast. I'm Hallie.
And I'm Jazz.
I want to start this by just oh my god, thank you.
Kevin made Hallie a coffee. Let's get the come here. Say hi.
Beautiful. Oh. Stop the glass.
Wait, taste it before he leaves so you know if it's good.
Hold on, I really got to stir it.
No, the one you made me earlier is fine. I'm okay. Actually, I'll take my Stanley with some like Crystal Light, if you don't mind.
That is really good. The oat milk is also like, I really like it. Thanks, Kevin.
I will take the Stanley. That was some perfect, amazing. Thank you. Guys, if you didn't know, I think I mentioned it a couple episodes ago, but Kevin doesn't start his new job until next week, so he's literally just home, which is so nice. We're getting so much stuff done. Like, we've really like taken quite a few things out the wedding checklist.
Yeah, that's great. I want to get into that. I have also a lot of wedding topics for you, like hot wedding culture or whatever.
Ooh.
I mean, we've discussed this just very briefly, both of these things, but they're like, I feel like things we need to weigh in on and like current TikTok drama.
Okay, cool. Also, I wanted to mention, if you guys didn't see my video or Hallie's video or aren't on the internet, Hallie is the maid of honor. Wait, hold on. Wait, I didn't mean to use that one. Not that one.
Yeah, that.
Woo! Yay! I haven't used that soundboard board in so long I can remember what was what. Oh, where's the the table's over there. Sorry.
Before we get into that, I just wanted to say I want to acknowledge if you're watching the video version, I know I look bad, okay? And I know we don't need to give disclaimers, but I just finished core power yoga and then I took a shower, so like my hair is soaking wet. I look like shit. And my face, like, I am one of those people that like when I get red, it doesn't go away for a whole day. That's why I could never do, like, I like core power, but I can only do it like once a week max because I would stay red an entire fucking day. It's like I don't know why it won't go away.
You know what I've been doing?
What?
I haven't told you this.
What?
You know how on the podcast, Hallie's like, other Hallie was like, you guys, like, I'm a solid core slut. Like, I love solid core. I started going.
Really?
Yeah, because I was like, I had ClassPass forever ago and I said these credits or whatever. Mm-hmm. I was like, maybe I should
try
start working out more. Because I was good at Pilates with you for a little bit, but then like you're not here, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of butthurt about my credits disappearing from New York Pilates. So I was like, me and the principal. So I was like, let me try somewhere else.
100%.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you so much. My king. Love you. Bye. So I started going. I wasn't lying when I was before. I was like, that shit's so fucking hard. It is so hard.
Yeah.
But I'm really like trying to get back in the swing of things. And like, obviously the more you go, the easier it gets. So, and I was like, with the wedding, I was like, I just want to like be in a good workout routine, No,
100%. I want to try solid core. I've never gone.
We should go together.
But I'll go with you. Yeah.
Okay, next time you're in the city, let's go.
For sure. I've just been on my New York Pilates grind. New York Pilates is my favorite of all time. I do like core power. I like going. It is just like today, especially, I'm a little bit sick, so I should have known. But it was so hard just because I was sweating so much, like, and it was so hot.
Yeah.
I literally felt like I was gonna pass out because I was just like, oh my fucking god, I can't do that. Everyone has told me like New York Pilates is too easy. I'm like,
you're so toned, though. I will say, like, I can tell the difference. You've gotten so toned from going. It's actually very impressive.
Thank you. But I mean, it's because it's consistency. And like, yeah, I get like New York Pilates is not as hard as like solid core or something like that. And I understand.
I feel like almost different types of workouts, though. Like, you're doing, like, you're like on a machine, yes, but like they're different.
I get that, but like I get like solid core like does like shred you. But like for me, like, I don't know. I'm just like, I like my New York Pilates and I'm going to keep going. But I am down to do like a harder workout like once a week, like a really hard, but I can't, like a Soul Cycle or something I'll do every once in a while, but I would not be going like every single day.
Yeah, I can't do core power because it messes up my hair washing schedule.
Yeah,
because like you're so sweaty.
Oh my god, yeah, I just had to wash my hair because it was, oh my god, I'm drenched every fucking time. Like, yeah. It's so bad.
Also, me and Hallie went on a walk yesterday. Oh my god, it was a heat wave in New York City.
It is truly crazy though, because I'm not trying to like sound, this is gonna sound like stupid or like entitled. I don't mean it like that. I like forgot that it gets like hot during summer because I've been in the Hamptons for the entire time and it just like doesn't get that hot there because I think you're just like right by the ocean, which is weird though here though because we are right on the water, so it's like, why the fuck is it so?
I'm not really good at knowing how those things kind of really work.
I don't know, but it's been like 70. Here it's like 90, 95.
Yeah, it's so hot this week. And also, I realized when we went to Cava yesterday to get lunch, and my forehead is just dripping. Hallie's not dripping at all. I'm like, oh my God, I've had Botox for so long, you guys. And Botox also like helps with sweat, like significantly. My forehead normally never sweats. Oh my God, I was drenched. And I've been taking a break to let all the Botox come out of my face so I can like figure out how my face to look for my wedding. So like I was like, oh my God, I need to go back soon and figure this out because it was an unpleasant feeling.
Yeah.
And I get this what has to come from, like has to go somewhere. So if it's not in your forehead, it's somewhere else. But like I'll take somewhere else.
I get that. I feel like I'm already just like not a very sweaty person, but I have a little too much Botox right now. I've been noticing like forehead.
That's funny as fuck because last time we recorded an episode here like a few weeks ago, you're like, when the Botox kicks in and you're like getting that people in your comments.
Oh, I know. Well, because at first I was just like, oh, cute. But now I'm like, okay, it's I almost feel like, and I've never felt like this before with Botox. Like I do like the frozen look, but I almost feel a little bit heavy. I think we used like Dysport instead of Botox or something, and I think that slight switch did make me feel like I'm really not pressed about it, and I think I look fine for the most part, but I will notice like I try to make like a certain facial expression, I'm like, oh my fucking God.
Yeah, it's like when you use a different like form of like basically the same thing, like your units does change, so like it's probably just like that.
Yeah, so it's fine, like I'm not like mad about it, but I mean like when I go back to get more at some point, like when it's all gone, I will get less next time.
Valid.
Sorry, I ordered sweet green and it's on the way.
Oh, that's so nice.
I haven't had sweet green in so long. I actually used to have it
multiple times a day.
At least it was 7 times a week at minimum because I had it at least once a day, and I haven't had it in like a month. So I'm very excited for my sweet green to come.
She's acting like she didn't. Oh, you didn't get it yesterday.
No, I didn't.
We got it yesterday.
We got Cava. I was going to get sweet green, but then Jazz like, let's go to Cava, and I'm like, I love Cava too.
I love Cava.
Oh, I love Cava.
Like, and everyone's always like, they put so many pita crisps on your meal whenever I post it, and I'm like, that's intentional.
You're like, I asked for that,
and I'll always be like, can I have some more? Come on, put some more. Like, some more. Because I'm just like, I love them so much. Like, I'm the biggest stan.
No, you are. And it's funny because Jazz like you never really like finish your bowls.
No.
She's just like not like she'll graze, but she always eats the top layer with every single pita crisp. But
there's never gonna be a pita crisp left in that bowl. No. There might be some lettuce left over, but there is no pita crisp in sight.
No. Oh my fucking God. That's so funny.
I wish I could just have a bowl of those pita crisps with some tahini Caesar dressing.
Yeah. That's so. I'm surprised you even like tahini. I don't know why it gives me.
I'm honestly am too because I'm very picky at my dressings, but I could drink that shit.
Tahini is very good. It's like soybean paste or something. I don't know.
Maybe it's because of the soy.
That actually might be why. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
It's really good though. I also went to Costco this week. Got so much meat. So excited about that. Love Costco. Have a great time there. And I had nothing in my fridge because I was gone the entire month prior to that. So I'm excited to like be home and cook and eat and like get in a routine because I had my routine was literally coming home, filming what I had to film, packing a new bag and leaving.
Yeah, you were on the road for a minute. So I'm excited for you to
guys, I don't know if we talked about this. One time I had to film this ad for a company and it involved singing, like duetting like the company's video on the TikTok. And I didn't know this at the time when I agreed to the deal because you don't always get all the details right away, as we mentioned in the previous influencer episode. If you listen to that, and I'm like, oh my God, like this is so embarrassing. I have so much anxiety, and I'm just like not good at that kind of stuff. Actually, at this point in time, I think I wouldn't have been anxious about it.
Yeah.
But the person who I was at that time was very anxious, and I'm trying to record it because somehow it wasn't in my calendar. And if it's not on my calendar, it does not exist. And
well, shoot, no, this is what sent me. You tried to record it several times, but the time she would choose would be like it'd be like us going to a dinner, and we'd have like our guy friends in the car. She'd be like, guys, shh, I have to film this.
No, literally. And everyone, like whenever that commercial came on or whenever like that song comes on, I still get shit for it because it was like so bad.
On the road again. I'd never even heard the song before. And
I heard the song, but it was just like, and it wasn't like a quick 10-second thing.
Yeah,
it was like 35.
It was a good brand. It's just like funny.
100%.
They
like,
wanted you to just hold it up and like sing to the camera.
I'm like, you picked me to do this because what team member chose this?
I really
they had it out for me.
No, they did.
No, they didn't. I was happy to do it. I just wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, that's really funny.
Anyways, you've gone on like a million tangents already.
Yeah, I want to say really fast just because I said in a video, and I just want to clarify this for anyone who cares. that I said, oh, I'm staying at Jazz's apartment. Then people in my comments are like, why are you staying at Jazz's apartment? Because I told you guys I was keeping my New York City apartment. I still have the New York City apartment. I paid the rent. But actually, funny enough, my realtor who found me the house, I love her so much. She's become like a mother to me. She also lives in the Hamptons. And I've literally, me and Reed will go to her house and have a barbecue. We love her daughters. They're like my age. She's great. And one of her daughters is a little bit younger and she's interning in the city. And she needed a place to stay for the month of July. And I was like, I'm not going to be there. She can totally like just stay at my apartment. So she's interning in the city and staying at my apartment. So I just had to come in for today to film this podcast and stuff. So I obviously just like,
sleepover.
Like, can I crash here? Actually, I wasn't even planning on like spending the night at first, but then Reed's like, oh, I have to go into the office. So we just like kind of made a 2-day trip of it.
Yeah. Do you shower with Reed?
Yeah, sometimes. Like if I like enjoy.
I'm not, by the way, clarify. I don't mean like in a sexy way. Like, do you like shower like for convenience?
Yeah, sometimes. But if I'm doing like a everything shower type shit, I'm like, I just need you to not be in
my
here.
space. Yeah.
Yeah, I just like, I need to concentrate. But yeah, we will sometimes.
Okay. Because like when I shower with Kevin like most days, just because like it's like a good chat time in the morning. We can like talk about all the things that happened in the middle of the night, you know, like one of the emails that I woke up to, whatever. And we're in the shower the other day. He's like, "Where's that stuff?" I'm like, "What stuff?" He's like, "That bumpy stuff." Like, I don't know what that means. He said with that first day beauty, like the bump eraser.
Oh yeah.
He like uses it like on his like chicken skin or whatever, like the bumps in the back. And like I ran out of it and he's like freaking out because apparently he's like, that's why I ran out because he's been using it 24/7.
Yeah. I actually just learned what that is, KP or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like what chicken skin is. I feel like my brother always used to have that on his arms and I never knew what it was. But now that I know that there's a product for that, I should give that to him. But I don't have like chicken skin, but I just use it as an exfoliant, like for self tanner and stuff like that.
You can use it for a lot of things.
No, I use it. I just like my brother specifically has that, and so I feel like you said that it's the only thing that's actually helped, right?
Yeah, because I've had it on the back of my arms for a long time. Not as bad as Kevin's was. Kevin's is really improved though, but like I've been using it for quite some time because of that. But I was like going through it twice as fast. So yeah, if you guys want to exfoliate or get rid of your chicken skin, definitely recommend.
Yeah. You can go to firstaidbeauty.com/diaries to get 20% off. It only works on firstaidbeauty.com. So make sure you go there and use code DIARIES. Yeah. While you're there, also highly recommend my favorites on their website are the exfoliating toner pads. Those are
like the turquoise little tub.
Yes. I actually they did my makeup once, and Kellyanne, she's like a makeup artist. She used those before she did my makeup, and she was telling me how it makes your skin look so much glowier right before you do your makeup.
Kat always uses those too.
Yeah, and it actually did, and that was like a life hack I learned. They also have a really, really, really good under eye cream. It's very brightening. It's like a little bit peachy, so it's not concealer obviously, but it kind of gives you that like, I don't know, a little glow under your eyes. I use those products religiously every single day.
Yeah, I'm also a big fan of the Ultra Repair Cream.
Yeah, for sure. They honestly have such good stuff.
I've been using it for a long time. It's one of the first PR packages I actually ever got. Fun
really?
fact. And I was so excited.
No, they have the best stuff. So yeah, honestly, go do a little big order and you get 20% off.
Period.
Well, first, do you have any wedding updates?
Save the dates sent out.
Yeah.
Excited about that. Ordered some cool stamps.
Wait, you sent the save the dates out?
Well, like by the time this goes up, that'll be sent.
Okay, I was like, I didn't get mine.
No, because my stamps are delayed.
Yeah.
I ordered these really cool stamps that are black and white. My save the dates are black and white, so I wanted like cool stamps to go with them. And I really hope I'm not repeating myself. If I am, just fast forward. I apologize.
I don't think you are.
And so I got them. They've delayed. I ordered them like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Not here yet. And I wanted them to match, but if they're not here by the end of the week, I'm just gonna go buy the Save the Manatee ones and put them on the Save the Dates.
Okay, period. That's
because I like the Save the Manatee stamps. I just wanted them to match them, but and the Save the Dates like for the vibe. But all honestly, probably just actually, you know what? I'm gonna go buy the Save the Manatees today, and then I'm going to send them out this week, and then I'm going to save the black and white ones for my invites.
Oh, cute. That's smart.
Duh, Jasmine. Oh my god, what a fucking idiot.
Love that.
So that's done. Photographer booked. Videographer booked. I was going to ask you this as a great time to talk about it, actually. Hair and makeup. Like, do you think everyone's going to want their hair and makeup done?
I think you can. Well, I don't know how that works because I know I don't know. Because, like, I get scared if you don't do a trial before. And I think it's, like, kind of weird to do a trial as a bridesmaid or something. But it's, like, it is a risk that, like, you're just showing up and somebody's just doing your makeup. And, like, what if you hate it? And you're like, I'm
also, like,
do this myself.
Curious how this works. Because I only know how I think it works based off of other people or what I've seen online. And I see a big, wide variation of, like, who's paying for people's hair and makeup, and is everyone choosing their own, or you're just getting stuck with who's there?
I think you can do whatever you want. I think you should never force anyone to pay for their hair and makeup. Like, it should always be an option. Like, if it's I don't think you have to pay for the hair and makeup. If you're like, hey, just throwing it out there, it's gonna be this much if you want it. If you don't, no problem, do your own, you know?
Yeah. But it's also like, what if you don't like who I pick? But like, also you're not getting a try. I don't know. So I gotta figure that out.
Like, I think if you like, I'm like, this is how I probably would like think of it and do it is, I mean, obviously do whatever you want, but like you have like a makeup artist that's gonna come and like do everybody's hair and makeup, and you literally just like send it in a group chat to the bridesmaids, and you're like, hey, this is who I'm hiring. Here's their Instagram. Here's their work. If you're interested and you want to do it, it costs like X amount, whatever. If not, no problem. Like. And if you want to bring in your own person as well, you could. Like, I think it's just hard because it's
my thing. Just like, I'm doing my own hair because like I don't like when anyone does my hair.
Oh, really? I just no. You do.
I'm not gonna fuck up my hair.
No, I know you do a good job. I'm just like surprised. I don't know. I feel like you used to go to like dry bar all the time and like rock with that shit.
But that was like when like I didn't have my extensions. Like I'm literally going to do my hair like how I do my hair.
No, you do a good
job.
job.
I'm going to just like slick those front pieces and like put the little hair tie in the back like I always do, and like do my curls. Like, I'm getting like I just don't think it's that deep. Like, no. To me personally, it's like I don't care about getting my hair done.
She slays the Dyson. I simply, that's like the one thing. Like, I don't know if I would actually. I don't know. Maybe I would have somebody do my makeup. Like, I probably would, but I like would need my hair done. Like, I'm so bad at fucking hair, and like the back of my head is always a disaster. I would need that done.
Yeah, I just like.
No, you do a good
job. I like
job.
my hair how I like it, and I just like don't feel the need to have someone else do it. Honestly, as far as makeup goes, like I've never had my makeup done by makeup artist. Like I'm obsessed, and I see a lot of things online and people being like, you don't like your makeup when a makeup artist does it because it doesn't look like you because you're not used to it.
Yeah,
and I'm like, okay, well I'm not going to do one trial or two trials and like then end up liking it because it looks like me because it's not going to.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to start trying to do my makeup every single day. And like do it on TikTok as a series and have people like tell me like that's and let people give me opinions. I rarely ask for opinions. So like I'm gonna allow it. And I feel like if I do my makeup like 300 times, I'm gonna figure out how I like it and also look like me because I'm doing it all the time.
I think also, like, I just saw, we'll get into this in a second, the whole like Sofia Colpo like wedding shit, but I saw, and I think that's not a bad idea. Like, you should get like a lash lift and tint. You should get your brows like perfectly like laminated, sculpted to exactly how you want them. So then you like can do very minimal makeup because you already have like, I mean, I don't know, like if you want to wear mascara or whatever, but
yeah,
some people like, don't. I don't know.
I just feel like in the next 300 days, if I try really hard, like obviously the more you do something, the better you get at it. And if I'm doing it online every single day, I'm going to see like what looks good, what doesn't, try new products. I think it'll be like a fun thing for me to do as a series, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, like I'm going to look like myself and not be upset because like I did it. And I feel like I have so much time to get ready because our wedding's not until later in the day that I'm going to like enjoy the process of like getting ready on my own.
I think also another thing, like obviously you can totally do that and like you can do your own makeup, but I also think that if you did work with a makeup artist, you might have to try out a couple, but I think that there's makeup artists that would 100% do your makeup like literally just you but elevated. Because for me, every time I've also like, I feel like we've been in the same boat when we've gotten our makeup done for a photo shoot. I'm always like, I fucking hate how this looks, and it's not even like the makeup artist did a bad job, but I think I always try to pick a glam that like is something I would never do because I'm like, well, it's a makeup artist, like it's
but I don't do that.
I know, yeah, I guess.
Like I pick the most normal things and I never like it.
I know, but I just think even like the way they do a wing or whatever, like, I mean, yeah, I don't know. But I mean, you can do your own. You do a good job. Like,
well, I'm just saying, I know I'll do a good job if I do it 300 times.
Okay. Go for it.
I will.
Love that. No, I'm not like, I like, I'm just saying like I feel like there is like, because I see a lot of like wedding TikToks, and like sometimes I'm like, oh my fucking god, like when they have the heavy foundation, like their face is orange and stuff, and I'm like, just doesn't look like. I also think it's odd, like obviously literally do whatever you want, but it is like when people like literally don't wear makeup any day and then their wedding they're like full fucking glam. And I get that if you want to just like have your one like your big one and dress up, like that's totally, but I think I like when people just do like an elevated look of themselves, you know?
Yeah. But like that's why I would have to like do my makeup up
yeah.
to like make it in that sense.
I saw the Sophia Coppola like wedding whatever. That was a whole fiasco and there's so much, but one thing that I thought was interesting, so her whole wedding was like sponsored by Dolce & Gabbana, like the dress was, and then the makeup artist who like did her makeup, they like did a big headline. There was a headline and it's like Sophia Coppola doesn't wear lip liner, mascara, or like eyebrow gel, like whatever, for her wedding. And then people were like breaking it down, and one, it was funny because like the makeup artist posted all of the things and they were only allowed to use Dolce & Gabbana makeup. So she's like, Dolce & Gabbana this, that, like whatever, and this girl was like, Dolce & Gabbana has a shitty makeup selection line, so like I promise you they just weren't listing the things. And she has like a lash on, like she had like individual lashes on, but she didn't have mascara, so they're like, no mascara. But it's like, girl, you're wearing a lash, like what do you mean? I don't know though. I just saw a TikTok about that and I thought that was interesting. I mean, like Alex Cooper didn't wear mascara to her wedding. I like do whatever you want, but
yeah, I mean, to each their own. The only thing I didn't like about that entire situation, like when I say entire situation, I mean like wedding, the dress, like all the commentary, everything, was that like I know there will be people who comment on my wedding who don't like what like I do or whatever it may be, and I think calling the girl evil was a little wild.
Was a step. Yeah.
It was. You'd be like, this is unnecessary. Like, first of all, I think she's at a status where it's like you don't even comment back.
Yeah, I do think
That's
it's
what
weird,
was weird
to like.
me.
Somebody makes a TikTok like about you and you're like popping off calling them evil. Like that seems like a little bit like be above that, you know?
Well, I'm just like, they're that famous to where like, you don't need to be commenting back to someone when like you're like at a lower thing, whatever. I guess like I can see you commenting back, like, maybe like that kind of thing. Like when it comes to my wedding, like I'm gonna be so confident in my choices and my decisions and like that I enjoyed it. Like I just don't see. I may comment like that you're a bitch, like you're a cunt, whatever. But like evil, like this is the most evil thing. And that girl actually wasn't even being rude. Like she's like that's her entire job is like to do that. So I just thought the choice of words to me was weird, and also caring when like you're that famous.
Well,
publicly caring, I guess, not caring period, but caring publicly.
I do think like at the end of the day, whatever somebody wants to do for their wedding, I think it's bizarre to be like, you look ugly, right? It's like,
it goes back to what we said like last week of like, why do you need to feel the need to like say a nasty comment?
And it's like, really, like why, if somebody's so happy about their wedding and that's like that's like they care and they put so much effort and time into like planning this wedding, why do you feel the need to tell them they look ugly or you don't like their dress or whatever? I think that's weird. And so if it was just that, like if that girl had just come on and been like, this dress is ugly,
yes,
I would not have fucked with that either, and I would be like, you're evil, like that's fucking weird, because I don't like that. Like I see wedding dresses all the time that I think are ugly, but again, I just keep it in my head. I would never tell somebody they look ugly. That's what they wanted, and I'm sure they went dress shopping for a long fucking time and really loved this dress and picked that one, so why do you want to yuck their yum? But I think that video that girl made was very like, I thought it was a good video.
It was educated and opinionated.
Well, because I mean, I do think it's odd. Again, I don't know the whole context, but what she was saying in that video was that Sophia was saying, I don't want to exude sex, like, and kind of putting this narrative that all brides should be like this, and if you like have your tits out, you're a whore.
Well, that's funny. Well, you go.
Well, I was just gonna say, the weirdest thing to me though is like, if that's how you dress and that's how you really feel like in whatever in your normal life, and you carry that over to your wedding as well, that's one thing. But then to like literally put on like a bodysuit and wear that around for your after party
dress, that was like, I'm confused.
That makes zero sense. Like I'm like, okay, now you're married and now you can act like a whore, like, you know what I'm saying? Not that she's a whore, I'm like obviously using
not
that word,
but like
just very
interesting and choice of words, I guess.
Was it Sophia or Olivia? I think we've been saying Sophia the whole time and it's Olivia. I don't know the difference. I'm pretty sure it's Olivia and I've been saying Sophia. Sophia's.
What have we been saying? I've
been saying Sophia. I think Sophia was the Braxton problem situation. I'm pretty sure that was Sophia. It's Olivia. It's Olivia that got married. Yes. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't be commenting on this. I don't know what I'm fucking talking about. It's like when I'm like, so I read this article and I'm like, I watched a TikTok. Okay, whichever sister. I just thought that was all interesting.
Yeah.
I also wanted to say this is the vlogging the wedding. I feel like we haven't commented on that.
Oh yeah, I made a video being like, fuck you if you vlog my wedding, basically. But I just want to clarify, I don't care if you vlog your personal experience at my wedding, but if you vlog my wedding like you're the fucking videographer, I don't fucking like that. And I swear to fucking God, if you I've said this many times already, like this is not new news. If someone posts me before I get to fucking post, I will knock you out. Genuinely, like, do not fucking do it. It may be dramatic in your opinion, I don't give a fuck. Like, if I'm spending this much money and I'm doing all this shit, like, it's my fucking wedding, it's not yours. Like, you can post a whole fucking vlog of your experience, I don't give a fuck. But you better do it after I'm done posting.
Yeah, I think it's an influencer wedding at the end of the day. Everyone's gonna be fucking vlogging, and vlogging at a wedding is not a new concept. I feel like I've watched a bajillion like YouTubers like go to weddings and film it, but I think it's odd to, one, get it up so quick. How the fuck did she get it up so quick? Two, it's like, yeah, I don't think, you're not the videographer. Don't sit there and film an entire fucking ceremony and like post that. Like, maybe they didn't even want that out there. Maybe they just wanted that to be shared with their guests and like whatever. I mean, obviously they're a videographer, but they probably wanted to like post that on their own terms themselves. If you're like vlogging like at the wedding, you show like one quick clip of them like kissing and like, like they're married, and then like you're vlogging the whole reception and the dinner and everything, and it's your experience. I think that's not weird. That's pretty normal, especially for, I think it'd be weird to go to somebody you don't know's wedding. And like, you know, at your wedding, I think there will be people that kind of do that because we have so many friends that do YouTube and TikTok and like whatever. And I don't think that's weird, but I would never go to like Reed's family's wedding and like be vlogging or something, you know. But it was an influencer wedding, so I guess I wasn't like surprised somebody vlogged it. It's just the way they did it. And I think she was like rolling around in Cover's like veil or whatever, which is also bizarre. I don't know.
But again, the posting before and like and like promoting the posting before like they got to a chance to share anything is fucking weird as shit.
Yeah, that is very weird.
And it's shitty. And I stand by that.
Yeah. Also, sepia bride. So many wedding. There's been like, there's been like so much drama
on wedding
around
TikTok.
But that's not even wedding TikTok. I think that's like, that is, but like, everyone's just been popping off recently with like the drama.
Well, it's like wedding season.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's wedding season.
Yeah.
To
provide a little bit of context, I guess this bride came online and just started ripping this photographer a new one because she was like, these are like this is the color of my dress, or this is the color of my mom's dress, and then like, look how she edited this. Like, she liked the photos themselves, but
like the raw images.
Yeah, she didn't like the filter that the photographer put on,
or any of the edits.
I don't know what happened necessarily after that. Did she reach out to the photographer and say, hey, can I have the raw images? And the photographer said no.
No, there was a lot of like back and forth, but also most contracts, as someone who's going through photographers right now, like all say you don't get the raw images.
Interesting.
Like that's just a thing. That's why you have to pick a photographer whose editing style you like, because you're getting their edits.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think I've actually really appreciated the way that the photographer's talked about things, been very respectful to the bride, and I've been like, I understand that you want what you want, but like at the end of the day, like you chose this photographer, like knowing what their portfolio looked like.
Yeah.
Like you knew what they did, and you're like, yes, I want that. And they give you that, and then like you're bitching, and like to bitch privately, one thing, totally get it, whatever. But to drag them in a 30-part series online is actually insane. And I'm like, there's just no need. Like, and like make one video, like if they're not responding to you and not giving you what you want, like you're trying to like make a big deal out of it. But to keep going is crazy. It's giving the energy of like, I love the attention from like being a bride and being engaged and like having my wedding, and like now my attention's over and now I need more attention.
Yeah. I think that whole situation is
And she
weird.
was deleting every comment that was disagreeing with, that was on the photographer's side.
Really?
Yeah.
I definitely think like, I'm not on the bride's side by any means. I do think at the end of the day, like if I was a photographer, like, and I don't know how the situation was handled, so like I'm not like bashing the photographer, but if I was a photographer and like it is someone's wedding, like you don't want to like hold hostage like these photos that they really want or whatever. So I think at the end of the day, if they were like asking for the raw images. I would want somebody to be happy, especially for the price point. I think it was like $8,000. Like,
That's not even that crazy for wedding
it's not, but
photography.
that's still a lot of money.
No, it is. And I'm not saying she shouldn't have got her photos, but the way she handled it
No.
was like the worst way
Oh, I
possible. And it was
agree.
extremely disrespectful and inappropriate.
I agree. I just think like, yeah, definitely. Like, I would want somebody to be happy, and I wouldn't want somebody to like feel like, not that their wedding was ruined, but like all these memories that they wanted, whatever, they didn't like how any of them came out. Like, I would want them to be happy. I would privately be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you know that this is like how my portfolio is, how I edit. Like, I always like add this
like, it was the
sepia
bride's
filter.
fault for choosing someone who had a editing style that they didn't like.
Yeah.
And then it was also like inappropriate for the way that she handled it. But but at the end of the day, like, should she have raw images of her wedding that she can like cherish and have forever? Yes, like, if that's what it's going to take. But like the way she handled it, because of the way she handled it, I don't think she should have fucking got them.
Yeah, I don't know how I don't know how the communication went and like how that all came about, but I definitely think like I would make like a video, not probably a 30-part series, but if I like asked super nice, like, hey, I'm so sorry, but like it's just like, I don't know, the coloring is seeming really off. Is there any way I can have the raw images? And I was like very nice, and the photographer wouldn't. I probably would like at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know though, because I really wouldn't like to like, unless I felt like somebody was being, if the photographer was like absolutely fucking not like it, if you want to pay me $5,000 more, like, you know, or something, whatever.
Yeah.
And the photographer
also,
was
like,
rude.
You like when you're getting a photographer for your wedding, you do a lot of research as
Yeah.
a photographer. Like, and you know what your contract says. Like, you know what you're getting out of it. Like, and I like,
Yeah, I've never
like,
been
I'm
through
going through it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to make sure I like all of these and how the style is, and like all the differences, because I'm like, that's what I'm getting. And like, it says in your contract you don't get these things, which
Yeah.
every photographer does, because like that's their work.
Yeah, I know it's valid because it is
Like,
like,
I'd be pissed if I painted a painting and someone like repainted over it.
Yeah.
And everyone knew it was my work.
yeah, that, and like also the amount of time it takes to
Like,
edit.
even my senior pictures in high school, like, you weren't allowed to like add edits on top of them. Like, it's just, I think it's like a known photographer thing. Like, that's what a photographer does. Like, that is their job.
Yeah, no, it's not just as simple as like clicking a button. Like it takes a lot to then like go in, and I'm sure like also photographers like usually like airbrush a little, or like, you know, take things out. Like, they like do a little bit of like working the photo. So then it would be a lot for somebody like, give me all the raw images, and you have to, I'm sure a wedding, you probably have like thousands of images.
Yeah.
So then to like go through and give somebody all of those, like after spending all the time to edit them, that'd be really frustrating.
Yeah. I think she should have picked a photographer that she like actually liked
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Personally, like okay, this is my thing. Like, this has nothing to do with that situation. I'm just thinking like in my own head. Like, and I don't even know if this is a thing, but like when I've gotten professional photos taken, I like don't like when they like choose like, oh, she looks like, you know, when you like do a bunch of like whatever looks, and then they'll choose like 2 photos that they think you look best in, and then those are the photos that you get. I like don't like that, because I'm like, well, I didn't like that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, I would have liked that one better. I would rather have somebody like literally just give me all the raw images. I'm sure no photographer fucking does that, because like they probably don't want to claim that as their work. But I would rather just like have all the raw images and like pick and choose and like edit them myself. I mean, there is probably a photographer out there that does that somewhere, but
Yeah, that's like very rare, I feel like.
I don't know. I don't like people choosing photos for me. Like, I feel like I'm like, oh, I didn't like that one.
Yeah. I mean, you get a lot of pictures on your wedding day, so.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying even for a wedding. I'm just saying in general. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I also wanted to talk about the killing cat situation from TikTok.
The what?
The like Reagan killing her cat, that whole situation. I think like it's so insane. If you don't know, basically this girl that was in like a content house had a cat, and people claimed that she like didn't take care of it well, whatever. And then she said, and she had told this on TikTok like a long time ago as well, when it happened, that her cat ran away because somebody left the door open and whatever. And then she found out on TikTok at the same time that we all did, because this guy that lived in that house posted that the cat did not run away, and that he took it to try to save it because she was not taking good care of it. And then it like died a week later. And I
This was like 3 years ago, mind you.
yeah. And it is bizarre, because if I knew somebody was like why is it all just coming out now? It's very odd that like all these people are coming forward. It is weird how many people are saying like, yeah, she did not take care of the cat. She locked it in a closet. She did this. There are like multiple people saying that, but it's such a weird situation. Like,
and my thing is like, if you saw all that happening 3 years ago and you didn't say shit, like you're just as shitty.
Yeah, like you're
like,
the bystander effect.
Like if you feel that bad about it, like do something about it. And the fact that you didn't and like now you want to talk about it and be like, oh, it was terrible. Okay, well you fucking sat there and watched it happen, so you're a bitch for that.
Yeah, I just think the whole thing is odd. Also, like, I don't know what is obviously the truth. Like, she's claiming it didn't happen. These other people are claiming it did happen. So it's kind of like he said, she said. But I feel so bad for her. Like, she claimed it was like a sick cat from the start. But if the cat really, like, if she really was like taking as best of care of it as she could, and it was just like a sick cat and there was really nothing she was like doing wrong, I feel so bad for her because that is like the worst allegation to get put against you, and you will never ever be able to shake that because no matter what you fucking do, people are gonna be like, didn't you kill your cat? You know what I'm saying?
Not just that, but like the fact that you think your cat ran away and then someone that you thought you were like friends with stole it,
well,
and then it died and you
crazy.
didn't find out about it, and you find out about it 3 years later, like through social media. I'm like, that's fucking ass.
That's crazy to just admit online, like, yeah, I don't even know. That was an insane situation, and then it makes me feel like, okay, well, it died under your care from that guy, like. I don't know. It's like, and you said you took it to the vet and the vet just told you to put it down. Why? Like, it's such a weird situation, and it makes me sad for the cat either way. But I also don't think like in general, like I have no idea how the girl took care of the cat, but I've seen so many young people in like college and stuff be like, oh, I should get an animal. And it's like, you're not going to take good care of that. Like, I hate it. I would go visit my friend in Alabama and like everyone would fucking have dogs. And I was like, none of you should be dog owners. Like, it's disgusting. Like, there should honestly, like, you can't even fucking drink alcohol till you're 21. You should not be able to own a pet until you're like 20. I mean, I don't know. Some people are good young pet owners, but there's a lot of stupid people out there.
No, 100%.
And I don't know. Like, because I think having a pet seems so fun, and it is so much fucking work. Like,
so much work.
Literally, it's not obviously as hard as having a child.
Also, it's fucking expensive, dude.
It is. You don't even think about it. You just think, oh, food, whatever. But it's like the vet is the most expensive thing.
The vet is wild.
The things they
and
charge
it's crazy that like vets don't make that much.
They don't. I don't know.
Like for like the amount of like stuff that they have to do and like how much they be charging, like they don't like the ROI on that is not great. Like
I dread because my dogs they have the most sensitive stomachs. Like they will eat one blade of grass and be like vomiting. And I was obviously like a helicopter parent. Like at first with Finley, when she would like throw up one time, I'd be like, I got to take her to the vet, right? Like dogs.
Okay, I want to clarify.
What?
But vets actually make decent money.
I was like, I'm pretty sure they like a vet, maybe
like a vet, but like the people like
the techs or whatever.
Yeah. And like you go through like a lot of like vet shit. Like,
I'm sure. I mean,
I just feel like I just feel like the amount of money you spend on the vet. It's like, oh my god, this is crazy. It's like when you go to a doctor, but it's like doctors making like, I don't know.
I forget
what I said.
Okay,
I'm tired.
I think the difference is like you don't have insurance usually with a pet, so it seems like, but that's pretty much like all your human bills would cost too. You just typically have insurance where you don't have to, like, you know.
Yeah.
But like truly, like I would take like I remember Finley was like throwing up for a day or two, and I took her and I was freaking the fuck out. They did a couple things to her. They like were like, she's dehydrated, so they like gave her an IV, and I'm not kidding. I walked out like. It was like $2,000 later. I'm like, what the fuck? How did I just spend $2,000 for them to like literally look at her and be like, she's dehydrated, give her an IV, and then like do nothing? Like nothing was solved. And like vets obviously, like I get it. I'm not like coming at them, but it's just so fucking expensive. And like Oslo is sick right now, whatever, dealing with that. And he's probably fine. He's just got a little stomach ache. And he's been having like diarrhea, like literally fucking disgusting. Okay,
I'm really farting like a human. It's frightening.
I had to wake up every hour last night and take him outside, and like he was just having like the most disgusting diarrhea, and like he like threw up. I don't even know. So I have to go take him to the vet today, and I know I'm not walking out of there for less than like $800, and it's getting all. I know that like. He's probably not even actually like, it's just like a stomach bug that'll go away in a day if I did nothing. But I just like always get nervous. What if there's a blockage? What if there's whatever? So I am going to take him in. Yeah. But I just know that they're going to literally charge me $800 and not do anything.
Yeah, likely.
Yeah.
But like better safe than sorry.
Oh, 100%. And obviously I would I'm going to do that. But it is just like, you're like, but that's why you don't think about those things. You're like, oh, my whatever will be fine. But then like the shit like that comes up where you're just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And it costs a lot of money.
It does. It really does. We also hung out this weekend.
Yes, we did. This was like the first time anybody's come over besides my parents. They came to the house one time. But like it was such a disaster when they were here. So I was finally like, all right, stuff like the house isn't perfect,
era.
but it's like time for people to come. We had such a fun weekend. It was our friends Keon and then Maddie, Jesse, who are like a couple, and then Kevin and Jazz, obviously.
Yeah. We had a great time.
Yeah.
We just like hung out. Sorry. We just like hung out and it was just like nice to chit chat. There was one point in the weekend we like tried to go out. We just like didn't want to wait in a line or anything. We just went to this one place we could like go sit down, like be in and not have to wait in line. And we get to the table. We like go inside. There's a table open. So we just like sit at the table. And we're like, I'm looking online. I was like, I need to be drinking to be here right now.
Yeah.
Because everyone was so young, which like, not a problem, whatever. But I was like, I just would like to drink.
For sure.
So I was like, there's 7 of us. Like, does it make sense to just buy a bottle? This isn't a place that's like bottle service, like club type vibe. It's just like a yard with like a table in it. Like, there's no reason we couldn't have done this at home, but we just wanted to get out and be social. So I'm like, how much is a bottle of tequila? He's like, $550.
Which is, it was Casamigos.
But like for a bar, not crazy to say that when you're trying to buy a bottle. I mean, it's stupid.
I get it.
Because it's like, that's dumb. But like, at a bar, that's just, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But if we were all to buy 3 drinks each,
It'd be like the
we'd
same.
pay
Yeah.
the same fucking price. So I'm like, period. So I'm like, then I was sitting there. I was like, oh my God, I hope they don't bring like sparklers or something with the bottle. Cause like technically it kind of is bottle service.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Reed about it. He's like, you should probably just ask just to make sure they don't. And I was like, hey, can you just make sure he was like, you don't bring sparklers or anything like with this, right? He's like, oh, no. I'm like, okay, great. Just want to make sure. Thanks. Appreciate it. 2 minutes later, insert clip here. Literally sparklers cheering. I'm like, this is so embarrassing. We just ordered a bottle at this place. Like, this is so embarrassing. And I'm like crying of embarrassment. Like, but my laughing cry that I do, like, it's like so terrible. Then they start making a joke about it. I was like, it's her birthday.
Yeah, I think I was like, oh, it's her birthday. That's why we're doing this. So then they're like, oh my God. So then they start singing happy birthday.
And then like just throughout the night, they brought like more sparklers, and they brought a candle and an orange, and they brought me cake pops. Like, and you can see my progression of drunkenness throughout the night as we're going through this bottle, because I was so embarrassed the first time they came. The 7th time, like, woo!
I don't know why. Yeah, they came like at least 4 times.
Yeah.
And it was just, I don't even know. And like by the end of it, we were so drunk because we all just, it was like
We were
6 of us, and we just finished a bottle of tequila.
Yeah, and we were playing Piccolo. If you don't know what that, it's an app on your phone where you can play games, and like there's like penalties you can get in Piccolo. So whenever anyone got a penalty, I'd take a shot. It's like we're just passing around this bottle, mind you. We're like, there's maybe 12 people in this bar at this point, and we were the last people there.
Yeah.
And we finished this bottle. We're all like so drunk when we leave. Like, we had a great time just playing this game. We're cracking up. We easily could have just done this at home. We did it in public
100%.
instead. Then we're leaving.
Oh my God.
Walking out of this bar. It's the end of the night. Like, TTYL. Maddie and Jesse get in the Uber. All of a sudden, he's like, probably like 9, like early college kids, like men, boys. We clarify, boys, not men.
Okay, I started it because these guys walk up to me, and like you guys were all back.
I was talking to Kevin.
Yeah, and I'm like standing there, and these guys, I whatever.
This is on her.
Yeah, they're like, is this place fun? And I look at them, and I'm like, yeah, but they check IDs, so like I don't think you'll get it.
Because they look young.
They were. And they're like, well, oh, and then I'm like, and like they were kind of laughing about it though. Like nobody was like mad. And I was like, what are you, like 19? Like whatever. And they're like, we're 20. And I'm like, I am too. I just start lying. I'm like, I am too. I'm like, I go to the University of Alabama, and they're like, so do we. And then they're like, wait, like whatever. And they're like, wait, like what sorority are you in? I'm like making up this whole story. And then they're like, do you know this guy Greg? And Jazz comes out the fucking woodwork.
Nowhere. Like, you know Greg? As if there aren't a million Gregs in the world. I'm sorry. Like, what the fuck was I thinking?
And she's like, FaceTime him right now. FaceTime him right now. I'm not even kidding.
He won't know who I am. He'll be so excited to see me. I cannot even know him. I'm just like yapping.
And so then like it starts turning into, though, I'm not kidding, then these guys are like, and we were having like, this was all like funny,
it was
light
like a funny
banter.
little joke.
They literally look at me and Jazz and they go, you guys are ugly fucking whores, by the way.
And you're also broke.
And you're broke. Like, get a fucking job, you whores. They're like, what's your job? Like, OnlyFans and sucking dick. Like, they were like saying stuff like
They were
that.
just trying to be like so cool out of nowhere because they thought I didn't know Greg.
I was like, I thought we were friends. Oh my God. Like, they're literally like, whatever. And they were fucking gagging me. Like, one kid literally, he's like, what's your natural hair color, bitch? I'm like, oh my God. Like, so like unnecessary and out of pocket.
Then we asked them if they wanted to fight.
No, like we were literally like, why were we trying to fight them? Like, I don't even know. It would have gone very south. They were so fucking rude. And then I'm like pissed and like I wasn't really saying much back. But then you know what? I'm like fucking pissed. Like that when they said like some kid yells like, what's your natural hair color? I'm like, oh, I'm done. That's where I draw the fucking line. So I look at this one kid that's standing there and I'm like, like he's like literally wearing like short.
Well, first he was like, well, you look broke. Show me your bank account.
Yeah. Well, these kids were saying this, but this kid specifically wasn't. So like, I just target this one kid and I point at him and I'm like, your shorts and those socks look like fucking shit together. I don't know who did you pick out that outfit in the dark? Like I literally was like being a cunt, and he's like, I know, I'm sorry, it's like not a good outfit.
Then I felt really bad. I was like, we didn't need to come after you. Like you were just being nice in the corner. Like, I'm sorry.
Like I didn't realize he was being sound. I'm like, you know what? That's on me. I shouldn't have said that. I'm so sorry. He's like, it's okay. I'm like, your friends are cunts though.
Yeah.
That was.
We told him to get better friends. I meant that with my chest.
Yeah.
But like, there was no reason for like someone at my old age to be arguing with like 20-year-olds.
No, like literally
in the middle of the street at 2 a.m.
So rude though. So rude. And they're like walking away. They're all like running away and they're like just yelling at us like, you ugly fucking whore. I'm like, oh my God.
We had a good time. We had a good weekend. And this weekend me and Kevin are going back out there and we're gonna golf all together finally. I'm so excited, guys. Stay fucking tuned. And since I have some batting cages too, that'll be fun. We have some dinner planned. All good things, good times. But unfortunately, Jazz has a meeting. She's 7 minutes late too, so she's actually gonna have to wrap this episode up right now.
Love y'all.
But we're gonna record an episode when we're out there. Let us know what the vibe is. Good times, bad times, all the good things. But it's been great chatting.
Yeah.
See you next week. Have a great week. Love you so much.
Bye.
Bye.